The bad weather also slowed down airline travelers passing through cities like Detroit, Chicago, and St. Louis over the holiday weekend. This morning, of course, millions of Americans are getting ready to go home. Chris Van Cleve is at one of the nation's busiest airports, Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Chris, good morning. What do you know?
Well, good morning, Vlad. It has not been easy going for people this holiday weekend. More than 29,000 flight delays, but very few cancellations. So folks did get where they were going, which is good because the TSA saw a record nearly 3 million people at checkpoints on Friday. And today will also be very, very busy. Nearly 44 million Americans were expected to take to the roads and skies, setting records this Memorial Day weekend.
It's chaotic here. It's absolute chaos.
There were long lines Friday at airports across the country, and today is expected to be nearly as busy. TSA estimates more than 2.7 million people will be screened.
We will be boarding by group number through
At United Airlines' busiest hub in Denver, they started preparing for summer travel months ago.
We're gearing up for our largest summer ever.
Jonna McGrath oversees United's Denver operations. Do you and your team feel added pressure when it's the summer to make sure things go as best they can?
Absolutely. We want to make sure that we're providing that on-time departure. We're also navigating the weather. So really planning on how we react when things go wrong and making sure we have a great plan to work through the weather issues and get our customers to their destination.
The summer destination for Denver resident Jen Underwood and her daughter is Italy.
We really like to travel slow, so we're only staying in one Airbnb for the whole time. And that means that it's a lot cheaper per night.
They'll be among the 271 million the nation's airlines expect to fly this summer, up over 6% from last year's record.
Revenge travel is over. We're now traveling because we can travel, want to travel. But
airline analyst Henry Hartevelt.
Chris, the airlines are up to the summer travel season. What I'm more worried about is the FAA right now. The FAA has been struggling to hire new air traffic controllers.
Something Margaret Brennan asked Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg about for Sunday's Face the Nation.
So we inherited about a decade of falling numbers in terms of the number of air traffic controllers in the workforce. But we've got to make sure more people are brought in, trained, qualified, hired, and retained at that high standard.
So we are watching the hub airports up and down the East Coast for potential disruptions today. Those will be the delay generators for travelers. Now, if you're driving, AAA expects the worst time to be on the road between 3 and 7 p.m. today. They say it's better after 7, but check the forecast, particularly if you're driving down south, as that might be when the bad weather comes through. Guys?
Yeah. Everybody who traveled out on Friday, they got to come back on Monday. That's how life works. All right, Chris, thank you very much. We appreciate it.